Hello, everybody, and welcome to the Broad Entertainment Podcast. It's your favorite co host, Views of
True.
Phoenix, brought to you with,
Mr. Mediocre, your actual favorite co-host.
that's wrong.
It's
But
true.
anyway, welcome to Broad Entertainment, the place of us broads and entertainment.
Whoa,
Uh,
I am not abroad.
I beg to differ.
Whoa, wait. Define broad. Like, are you calling me broad as in, like, wide?
Yes. Like, you're like, the sliding glass doors at a grocery store?
Yes, I like those.
You're that. You're the doors.
I'm the doors. At least I'm
Yes.
useful. I'm the
Okay, I
door.
take that back.
Okay, so I got a bone to pick with you.
A bone.
A bone. The other day, you were in my stream, which is Mr. Mediocre, by the way, on the YouTubes, and Views of Phoenix as well on the YouTubes. We were on the YouTubes, and I was playing Call of Duty,
Mhm.
and we had a discussion about the Texans. And by the way, this is not a Texans podcast, but I felt like this is something we have to address, something we have to argue about, because me and you, on this podcast at least, we hardly ever have a disagreement, but on this, we had a disagreement. And that is, which one of these two Texans greats would you put on this current Texans roster? Andre Johnson or Arian Foster? You said Andre Johnson, I said Arian Foster, so we took it to the polls on Twitter. We got
And
like
it
about
confirmed I was correct.
we got about like 300 votes. It was
About 50.
52% Andre Johnson, 48% Arian Foster. It was
So
pretty close.
the people agree. Andre's the better
The,
pick.
okay, yeah, the people agree with you, but it was really, 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 really close. And if you didn't buy votes, Arian Foster would have won.
I didn't buy votes, first of all. I don't need
Okay.
to buy votes to be successful.
Okay. Calm down there. Okay, but no, see, I think Arian Foster is the answer. Arian Foster
Why?
is the future. Because he run. Okay, look.
Andre
Okay.
Johnson, he catch. So, what's up?
Arian Juke.
Andre Truck.
Okay, no, but for real, okay, look. When I'm taking Arian Foster over Andre Johnson, I am not saying Arian Foster is better than Andre Johnson. I'm just saying that he would fit our current team better. He would help our team out more. Now I'm just putting that out there because I feel like when you put questions like these out there, people like assume, oh my god, you're saying this guy's better than that guy. No, I'm just saying this guy would help the current team out more. And the reason behind that is because I think the skill gap between our current running backs and Arian Foster is far bigger than Andre Johnson and say Brandon Cooks, Will Fuller, Kenny Stills, and Randall Cobb. Like
Oh,
obviously,
I beg to
no, see,
differ.
obviously Andre is better, but I mean those four guys are talented. But Duke Johnson, he's decent. David Johnson, yeah, I'm not a fan. Arian Foster, he's an elite player. He can run any style of scheme. Like he could do the zone scheme. He can do the power scheme. He did the power scheme with O'Brien in 2014, and he had success. So Arian Foster, you put him on this offense. You have an elite running back who can also catch out of the backfield. Like he's an all-around threat. So
Are you finished with your point?
yes,
Can I rebuttal now?
yes,
Okay. Let me ask you a couple questions. All right.
yes,
Did we not just see
yes,
Carlos Hyde rush for 1,000 yards this last season?
yes,
Did we not also see Duke Johnson perform at a well above average rate behind him?
yes,
Is David Johnson better than Carlos Hyde?
yes.
I don't see where Arian Foster comes in and is making as significant an impact as Andre. Because, yes, Arian Foster prime is better than David and Duke put together at running back. Correct?
Yes.
David Johnson does have some injury concern, correct?
Yes.
But you can also say there are multiple Texans wide receivers with injury concerns.
Yes.
So, Brandon Cooks might not be available for a full season. Will Fuller will not play a full season. I don't care what anybody says.
But he cut the dreads. The dreads were the curse.
No. I wish that's how it worked. Randall Cobb has missed a lot of time too. And I don't trust Kenny Stills and Kiki to carry the offense.
Wow. See, but that's where Arian Foster comes in. He's a receiving threat, and you could, like, this offensive line is good. I mean, they led Carlos Hyde to over 1,000 rushing yards. Arian Foster would easily have 1,600 rushing yards and probably like 500 receiving yards, as well as like 15 touchdowns in total. Because Arian Foster in the red zone, he was a huge threat.
But see, that's my thing. We just saw Carlos Hyde become a 1,000-yard rusher when he hasn't even come close to that anywhere else in his career. I'm of the mindset we could stick anybody back there and have a decent run game, especially considering our offensive line will be better, considering Max Sharping will be getting better, Titus Howard at right tackle will be getting better, and then we're also going to have some continuity among the offensive line for once. So I just don't understand the thought process of, oh, any running back could do at least decent with this current roster, so we need to go and get an amazing one. When I think the big question about this entire Texans offseason has been, oh, how are their receivers going to work? How is that offense going to work? Because, and correct me if I'm wrong here, but did the Texans have that for sure hands guy on the team right now?
Yes.
Who?
Cullen Gillespie.
I was so tempted to hang up. Like, my cursor is on. But anyways, Andre brings that physicality that D-Hop brings. He can still be that speed guy that we want. And then he's also an elite route runner with elite hands, breaking tackles, run after catch. He would be, like, assuming we're getting a young Andre coming in.
Well, these are like in their prime, at their best. Like, you'd get the best version of Arian, the best version of Andre.
Best version? Yeah, then yeah. I'm doubling down on Andre.
And I'm doubling down on Arian. Because, like, how many games did we have where we couldn't get anything going on offense? Arian Foster is an elite talent that would jumpstart the offense. That's the type of player he is.
But here's the thing with that. Elite running game does not always equal elite offense.
See, but with the weapons we already have out there, it would. Because
but what happens?
What happens if, Deshaun Watson goes and parties on his birthday, like last year, he shows up hungover and has a bad game. We're screwed. If you have Arian Foster, we have a chance. Not only that, Arian Foster can, grind out the games, make the clock go faster, shorten the games. He could do all that.
But again, you keep saying Arian could carry the offense. Let's not pretend like Andre didn't carry our offense for a long time, too.
But so did Arian.
Arian did it a lot less than Andre.
But the offense revolved around Arian. Now, when you bring Arian to this team, it's not going to be Arian's offense. It's going to be Deshaun's offense, and Arian's going to, be helping him out a lot. He's going to be that little safety blanket for him as well as a receiver.
But in the current system we're trying to run, at least that we've built for, our team wants that deep ball.
Mm-hmm.
So with that as the assumption, we probably will be throwing a lot more.
Yeah, but Brian, he still loves to run the ball, so we're going to run the ball quite a bit too. I feel like we're going to go 50-50 with like more deep shots thrown in there.
So would it not be helpful to have a physical, fast freak of nature in a prime Andre Johnson to beat people over the top and make a contested catch even if they keep up?
See, because here's the thing, though. You already have those fast guys to stretch the field, but you don't have that actually good running back. And Arian Foster isn't even good. He's great.
Let me ask you something. In this scenario, these prime players, do we have to worry about health? Because if we're worrying about health, then I don't think you can pick Arian because he was never the healthiest guy.
Well, let's see. From that time span in 2010, 2011, 2012, he ain't really missed that much. He only missed, 3 games? So, that was before the injury started to pile up. So we would get.
But you're talking about 3 years. That's not an insanely long stretch for a running back.
Yeah, let's be honest. Running backs, they don't last that long.
A lot of them last more than 3 years before they start breaking down.
Well, Arian Foster lasted us 5 years maybe, but still.
I would say 4.5, because I think that 5th he was kind of already breaking down.
Well, he started breaking down before that. I think he started breaking down in 2013 with a back injury. So he really lasted 2010, 2011, 2012.
But no, are we factoring in this fantasy world where we're getting these players? Are we factoring in the health of players? Because that's a big change.
I think you have to factor in the health because it would be even though this scenario is never ever going to happen. Obviously injuries happen, so you have to factor in injuries.
So then, like I said, I'm definitely picking Andre because, again, it's an extremely realistic chance that we see Brandon Cooks and Will Fuller go down this season. That's extremely possible.
But then we have DeAndre Carter.
This is what I deal with. Oh.
See, you're bringing in Andre Johnson, but we have a better Andre on the team, DeAndre Carter. And plus, you already have a bunch of Johnsons. You got David Johnson, Duke Johnson, Lonnie Johnson. Come on, bruh. Enough Johnsons. Bring in a Foster.
I think the only reason you want Arian is because you like his rap music.
Yeah, Arian Foster is a top tier rapper, bro. And you can't deny that. He's got them Kendrick vibes.
I know you don't mean it.
What? How dare you insult my fandom of Bobby Fino? How dare you? How dare you?
I think you like another Bobby, but it's not Arian Foster.
Bobby Boucher?
He just went to Twitch.
Twitch. Bobby. Bob the Builder?
No, I'm talking about your boy Logic.
Oh no, good riddance. Thank God he retired, and he probably didn't retire. He's probably going to come back in 3 years, watch. But
no, all it is he's putting his stuff out on Twitch now. That's it.
What a weirdo. But I mentioned something. Bobby Boucher. Bobby Boucher, right? Everyone knows Bobby Boucher, Waterboy, Adam Sandler, all-star linebacker. It makes me think. Okay, we talked about Arian versus Andre on the offense. What about defensively? Who would you bring in to help this current Texans defense?
Now in this, do I get to pick one player from a specific year and he performed like that consistently?
Uh, yeah, I guess, yeah.
I'm gonna say,
Don't say it.
you know
You're
who I
wrong.
want to say.
You're wrong.
Say it then, because I don't think no,
Is it me?
hell no.
Sean Cody, huh? It's Sean Cody.
God damn it! How do you know?
On the nose of Sean Cody.
Jesus. People are like, what the fuck are these people talking about right now? I don't think you do know.
Is it Jadavion?
No. You're in the right area of the defense though.
Antonio Smith.
No.
Is it Mario Williams?
Ding ding ding. Peak Mario Williams, I would take on this team.
You know, I think I'm gonna have to agree. I think our biggest need is pass rush. Now, for me, it's really between two guys, and it's Mario Williams or Brian Cushing.
Cushing was up there, but in this, I didn't think I would be able to trade off somebody. If I'm doing that, I would be trading off McKinney.
Yeah, but
if I can't trade anybody off though, I can't do Brian Cushing.
But imagine Cushing and Cunningham and McKinney.
I mean, that would be the best linebacker core in the NFL, but it would kind of seem like a waste to have McKinney there at that point because Cushing would be down in on pass downs. Cunningham would be in on pass downs. So that eliminates third and fourth down for McKinney.
Uh-huh.
And then you're essentially with a 2-down linebacker.
You can be your run thumper. Like him and Cushing they wouldn't allow any running back to get any yards. They'd dominate Derrick Henry.
But I mean, Cushing and Cunningham could do that same thing.
But see, I feel like McKinney, he's fat. So, he's better suited to take on the blocks than Cunningham. Like, Cunningham is lengthy and probably has more muscle. But McKinney's just a big boy, man.
Well, I'm going to use a comparison you made on your video on your Mr.Mediocre channel.
Yay!
Bernardrick McKinney is the Derrick Henry of middle linebackers. He's big as hell and strong. That's why we do so great against Derrick Henry when we play him, is because he can't run him over. So, I mean, yeah, McKinney would be great in that role of a run stuffer, but in totality, would our defense get significantly better from that? I don't know.
I think it would get slightly better in terms of pass coverage because we wouldn't have McKinney out there trying to keep up with a tight end or a running back. But he would fare better.
But you could also, I think you'd agree with this statement. Does having an even better pass rush with Mario Williams out there, does that not help the cornerback play? Because
it helps everything.
That's why I'm going with.
Imagine the possibilities that you could do with Mario Williams. You'd have Watt, Merciless, and Mario Williams. You could rotate them in so many different ways.
And then you're forgetting about their second round pick, Ross Blacklock.
Ross Blacklock as well. Charles Omenu, who's been working with DeMarcus Ware, by the way. So watch out for him. And then of course you got the Jacob Martin, the Duke Ejiofor, the Grenard. So you have a bunch of pass rushers, and then you have the established ones already, Merciless and Watt and Mario Williams. Those would be your established guys, and then you could do so many things with them, slide JJ Watt inside and Mario Williams and merciless coming from the edges, like,
and then
you're not
Ross
stopping
next to
that.
JJ.
Like, you're not stopping that because you're gonna have to double team Watt.
You're gonna have to double team Watt. Then that's leaving Ross 1-on-1. That's leaving Mario Williams 1-on-1, and that's leaving Whitney 1-on-1. You can't leave 3 guys 1-on-1 for JJ, especially not those 3 guys.
Yeah, so then they're gonna have to put in like a tight end or a running back to help block, and that's just gonna like mess up their whole scheme. And then you got the whole blitzing thing. I mean, you could always send in like an extra guy like a McKinney.
Yeah, McKinney is a very underrated blitzing linebacker.
Yep.
Like, I think, if I might be mistaken with this, but at one point we were blitzing him consistently, and he like led our team in sacks with like 4 sacks to start a year.
Yeah, that was like back in 16, I think.
I want to say that was like 17.
Maybe 15. I don't know. That was a long time ago.
I want to say it was 17.
Maybe.
But yeah, I mean, I don't know. I'm just of the mindset that adding Williams would make this defense extremely better, considering the pass rush would be improved, which means it's going to be easier for corners to cover because they're not having to cover as long. And then it's also going to help set the edge so Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes can't just roll out every play. Brennan Scarlett.
Oh. And, you know, that also gives you, like, some... Like, if Watt gets hurt, you know, you're not completely screwed. Even though I think, you know, with the addition of Ross Blacklock and, you know, the return of Duke Ejiofor and Grenard, I think that, you know, we'll be not fine, but we'll be better off than we were this past year. And, of course, you have the young guys like Jacob Martin and Omena who will probably improve as well. And they're going to probably help out if Watt were to go down. I think we do better. But if you have Mario Williams there, if Watt does go down, then you actually are fine.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it makes too much sense.
Yep. Okay. How about a specialty? Not just playing.
Oh, gotta bring peak Fat Randy back.
Oh, the Fat Randy. What about Mr. Jacoby Jones, Mr. Muffle Punt in the playoffs?
I think that's your pick. That's not my pick.
Trenton Holiday, preseason
Daniel
star.
Manning.
Oh, Daniel Manning. I remember that playoff game against the Patriots. Like, he returned it all the way to, like, the 5-yard line against the Patriots, and we ended up kicking a field goal.
Yeah. I don't miss that. Yeah. I don't miss that at all.
Typical Gary Kubiak stuff right there, man.
Yeah, memories. Not good ones, but memories.
And it's funny because like there still be some Texans fans on Twitter, you know, talking about Gary Kubiak. Oh my God, Gary Kubiak's so good. Gary Kubiak better. Like
no.
Like to those people, like they probably just started watching the Texans like in 2014 when O'Brien took over because those Kubiak years were brutal. In fact, I think I'm gonna make a video on that. That gives me an idea. Gary,
I'm gonna steal it.
Oh, I'm gonna sue you, boy.
Let's do it.
Oh, I sue you, and then we get publicity, and then boom, our podcast blows up, our channels blow up, and then we get famous. You know, Keemstar puts us on Drama Alert, and we're on the news.
And then we sue Keemstar for belittling and being racist.
Yes.
Shout out to Keemstar.
Sponsor us, Keemstar. We like you. Well, I like you. You're my best friend. I have a Keemstar plushie pillow. I don't.
That's just a garden gnome.
Aww. The people that came here for the text and stuff are like, what the hell is a Keemstar? Oh man, but yeah, this like
shout out to Ireland for being 5% of our listens.
That's crazy. Like, who would have thought? You know, like, dude. Okay, what if like we're the next big thing in Ireland? Think about that.
We could be because we talk about drinking a lot.
Oh my God, it makes sense.
It really kind of does when you think about it. Because I think every single episode we've talked about drinking.
Oh my god, you know, this calls for a song. People say I've got a
Oh
drinking
god.
problem.
See, y'all don't get to experience the pain he puts me
Oh
through.
no, no, don't even
I
start.
was I was looking into stuff to make the podcast better, and he's doing that, and oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, and stuff like that in my ear, and I'm just trying to find stuff.
Hey man, I was experimenting with Snapchat and stuff, and I ended up in Paris. You still haven't looked at my Snapchat
I
story?
will never look at that.
Why?
I don't want to know.
But it's cool. I'm in Paris.
You also, I could spoil your face reveal right here.
Don't spoil my face reveal. It's never happening. But actually, I will do a face reveal whenever. You know what? Whenever people actually listen to this podcast, I will maybe do a face reveal. Like whenever this podcast averages like, let's say 1,000 listeners an episode, maybe I'll do.
Are you just doing that because you know we never gonna hit?
Nah, see, I'm confident in our abilities. I am confident in ourselves. Maybe I'm just dumb. I'm not dumb though, right? Sometimes, but I don't know about that. No, like I really do believe in us. I do. I like doing these, and I feel like eventually, like you know, if you put the work in and put the time in, you will be rewarded.
Yeah, I mean, and here's my thing with it. I would love for this to be, like blow up and this be something I can do for like work and get paid off it and stuff like that. But like, I genuinely just enjoy just coming in here and bullshitting with you and recording.
Me too. Like I just love talking. Like any opportunity I have to talk, I'll take it.
Like I mean, with this kind of stuff, we talk about most of this stuff when we're not recording anyway.
Yeah.
So I mean, this is really just like what this podcast is basically you guys are just listening to how we communicate. Like I'll call him and this will be the same conversation we have.
Yeah, like this is us. Like we're giving you us. Like none of that fake stuff. Like we're not giving you like scripted stuff. Like okay, I'll be real. At first, we tried the scripted stuff, like the first like 2-3 episodes, and we're like, you know what, this ain't us. Threw it away and just decided to give you us. And that's
Yeah, I mean,
right
and since we're being transparent, like we do like have some stuff planned, like a couple things here and there, but it's really just to make sure we don't like get stuck and put like boring air out for you. Because for the most part, there's little planning that goes into this. I'm pretty sure for this one, the only thing we planned was like, all right, we're going to talk about that Twitter Andre thing.
Yep, and then like from there, like it just the conversation just flows like wherever it goes. Like you know, we'd mention something random like how empanadas are amazing, and then Doug would be like,
Never
"Oh
had
my
them.
god, I never had them," and then you know that conversation goes to somewhere else, and that's just how these recent episodes have gone.
Yeah, and I mean, I hope you guys enjoy listening to them. At least the people who listen so far. I mean,
Well,
yeah,
we put out a test for them, and we found out that they don't listen because no one brought up that I've been watching My Hero Macadamia Nut.
they're not. They're gonna be like, I've heard of My Hero Academia. I've never heard of Macadamia Nut. What is that?
Oh man, but I mean, obviously, like some people have to listen. Like the other day, you know, like this like made me feel so good. Someone sent me like a DM that they put our podcast on their Instagram story, and I got so happy. I was like genuinely happy.
No, like I don't think people understand, or at least the people who don't like publish anything of their own. I don't think they understand how genuinely good it makes you feel when you get positive feedback from something that you've created. Like, I'll put out a video. It could get 6 views, 0 likes. But if I get one comment where somebody's like, I really enjoyed this, that'll make my entire day.
Or like that, or like, what was it, like 2 weeks ago, whenever we got offered that sponsorship for our podcast, that made me feel good. You know, like, I was like, oh my God, so
I don't
cool.
think we told anybody about that.
Oh, I mean, we got offered something, but I mean, we didn't take it. Not yet.
Yeah, no.
We're not
Yeah,
sellouts.
and that's the thing. If we really like, we're not doing this for money. Because like he just said, we got a sponsorship offer. So if we were just doing it for money, you would have already been hearing ads.
And like this whole like sponsor us thing that we have been like going on for
Oh,
like, the past 5
that's a
episodes.
meme. I'm not
Yeah,
serious.
that's just a joke.
Like, I think y'all got that because I'm saying stuff like beer companies and Elon Musk and Charles Minihue and stuff like that. Like, but yeah, no, I really don't care if I get money from this.
Yeah, this is just fun. You know, like I would rather get like people actually enjoying our content and positive feedback than actually get money from this. Like I don't care about money. Like I really don't. Like obviously, you know, you got to care about money, but like from this, I don't care about.
I don't need money from the podcast. I can work for money outside of this. I do want to entertain some people, you know?
Yeah, that's what we are. We are entertainers. We are influencers. Bad
I don't know about all that.
See, I'm a pretty bad influencer. Like, think about it. The stuff I do and say on stream, like the chorro incident.
We're not talking about that. Anyway, you've been watching My Hero Academia.
I have been watching My Hero Academia.
Yes, and I haven't talked to you for a few days, and you said you were going to binge watch. So I'm curious to know, do you still like it?
I still like it, and you know what? I think I figured out why I wasn't that big of a fan of All Might at first.
Why is that?
He reminds me of someone I hate.
And who's that?
You! No. But,
oh, wow.
Okay,
we were having a good conversation, and you're just like, fuck you.
No, he reminds me of Justice Flash.
Justice Flash.
Think about
it. Heard that in a long
Dragon
time.
Ball Super, Topo.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, he gave me those vibes, and I guess why I didn't like him, because I didn't like Topo, and like All Might kind of reminded me of that guy.
Have you moved past it though? Like,
okay. Spoiler alerts if you haven't watched My Hero Academia. I'm at the part where, or like a little bit past the part where All Might is officially retired.
Oh, so I know exactly where you are then.
Like I'm at the part where they're like in those little exams to like get their little driver license or whatever.
Oh, you're at the provisional license test.
Yeah.
The provisional license test is decent, but to me it doesn't really hit until like the last couple episodes of the season. Like I wasn't a huge fan of it, but it was okay to watch. Like it wasn't boring.
Yeah, like I was like a bigger fan of like the whole where they go camping thing and like, you know, like
I was meaning to ask you about that.
Oh, and then they kidnapped my boy Bakugo.
Yeah, so you kept texting me and telling me your theory was that Bakugo was going to pull a Sasuke and go rogue and leave the village. Yeah. Are you surprised when you found out that he was not doing that?
Actually, a little bit. Like I thought he was gonna use it like as an opportunity to fight Deku.
Yeah, see, because everybody to that point in the series was like, he really gives off villain vibes. He's really aggressive and mean and angry and stuff. But at that point, that was where how I viewed Bakugo was completely different. You know, like. At that point, up to that point, I viewed him as everybody else did, that angry, mean dude. who just wants everything his way. But then at that point, you see him kind of show a second side of him where he's like, I want to be a strong hero that saves people like All Might.
Oh, it's still coming. Watch. When they drop My Hero Academia Shippuden, he's gonna leave the village. Watch.
I don't think every show has a Shippuden.
Or My Hero Academia C or Super, whatever they're gonna call it.
Jesus.
It's going to happen, man. Wait, I'm assuming they make My Hero Academia mangas, right?
Yes, they do. And those are significantly farther ahead. So if you wanted to, you could read ahead and find out exactly what happens.
I think I'm going to have to do that. Like,
now, if you go, because it is farther than where the anime is by like a lot. If you go past that, don't you spoil nothing for me.
Why?
What do you mean,
you
why?
Can read the mangas too.
Okay, and I don't want to. I enjoy watching the anime.
How about this? You read the mangas to me.
No.
And then like you could describe what's going on in the pictures too.
Pay me. If you pay me, I'll do it. Otherwise, no.
I'll give you $1.
Oh, $1? No. What do you mean?
Okay, $1.22.
Oh, $1? No.
Okay, how much are we looking at here? How much are we looking at here?
$10 a chapter.
Okay. How about 10 chapters $1?
No.
Come on, man. Like, do you not know how to negotiate here?
I don't think you do.
I could tell you didn't take economics in high school.
I did. And I'm going to tell you a quick little story about that, actually. I did nothing in that class. At all. Like, at first, our teacher was this really old man. Like, he was literally, it was his last year before they were forcing him to retire.
That's me.
Right. And he was kind of out of his mind. Like, he understood what was going on and everything, but he would literally do just whatever he wanted, and nobody would say anything to him. So I decided to get like cool with him, right? Mm-hmm. And he passed me, even though I did not study, did not do any work, anything like that. He gave me a C, right? And then he would call me out of my other classes to do stuff that did not matter. Like, I remember I went to the bathroom during one of my classes, and I was on my way back to the room, and he saw me walking up to the room, and he stopped me, and he goes, Phoenix, I'm gonna send you on a very important mission. I'm like, okay, I gotta go back to class though. I can't like do anything like too long because he's gonna wonder where I'm going. He's like, Phoenix, don't worry about it. You're going on a mission. And I'm like, okay, what did you need? And he's like, I need you to go to these 3 teachers and find out what kind of cake they want. I'm like, okay, I just don't want to get in trouble with my current teacher. He's like, Phoenix, I'll take care of it. I'm like, okay. So I went around the entire building and asked 3 teachers what kind of cake they wanted. And I missed like the rest of the period because I was finding what cake they wanted. He did that with everything though. Like, one of our football coaches in high school had gotten a college job and he had accepted and he was leaving. So it was another similar situation. I was like about to go to my next class. The bell had rang and he sees me and he does the same thing really. Phoenix, come here. I need you to do something for me. All right, yeah. What do you need, Phoenix? I need you to go to the coach and find out what his shoe size is. I'm like, why? Wait, why am I asking? He's like, Phoenix, don't worry. Just find out his shoe size and come back and tell me. I'm like, I have like 2 minutes to get to my next class. And he's like, Phoenix, I will take care of it. I always take care of it. Just find out. I'm like, okay, I'll go. And it's like he did that probably 10 to 15 different times.
That's funny.
And because he was a teacher telling me to do it, all of them were excused. I'm like, I can't tell him no, he's a teacher. Like, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. I never had a teacher like that. I did have teachers that were cool with me, though. Like, my Algebra 2 teacher my sophomore year, like, at that point, like, I had, like, friends in that class. I didn't pay attention, like, and if I even tried to pay attention and try to do my work, like, at that point, I was, like, already too far behind and lost to, like, even actually understand anything. And I remember, like, at the end of the year, like, everyone in my class was exempt from their finals except for me. Because, like, yeah, everyone, like, literally everyone, like, you know, obviously, like, if everyone's exempt, you know, you don't have to, like, you know,
you don't have to take it.
Yeah, you have to take a test and you just have a chill day. So he asked me, okay, do you want to take your final and try to improve, like, your GPA, or do you want me to just give you a 70 and, you know, you ain't have to worry about it and the class gets a day off? I'm like, give me the 70. And he gave me a 70. And I'll be real, if I would have took that test, I would have failed that. I probably would have got like a 40 or a 50 or something like that, because I did not know jack shit in algebra. Like, geometry, the year before that, I understood most of that, but, like, after that, I completely got lost in math, and I didn't know anything after that. I didn't even bother to catch up. So the year after that, I struggled in freaking pre-cal, and after that, my senior year, I didn't take a math class, because, like, at that point, I was just, like, so already lost, so I didn't even bother.
And see, that's the thing. I had one teacher like that, right? And it wasn't so much she just gave me a 70 to, like, just pass me so I didn't have to take it. She didn't believe in tests.
Should be that way. Tests are evil.
But see, that's the thing. They were required to give us the standardized tests, yeah, right? But like I said, she didn't believe in any of that. So all she would do is request that we, like, do the things she's asking, even though we knew we weren't going to get tested over it, right?
Yeah.
So she would be like, okay, you should read this chapter to this chapter of this book. I'm like, okay. And nobody would do it because we knew we weren't going to get tested over it, right? But like I said, required to give you a certain amount. And when we were required to take a test, all she would do is she would tell us, like, a week ahead of time. She would give us a study guide for it and say, okay, you can use the study guide on your test. And the study guide would be the same test, just out of order.
That's a cool teacher, man. Like, that reminds me, like, when I had I think it was freshman year, my football coach was my biology teacher, and, like, he would just walk around, like, if he'd see me struggling, like, he'd just point at the answer.
Seriously?
Yeah. That was so funny. And, like, actually, I don't know if you've heard me say this, but, like, I've said it before, like, you know, I'd rather live under a $1 million bridge than under $100,000 house. Yeah, he's the one that
I don't think I've ever heard you say that.
Oh yeah, I've said that. Like, what? Okay, like, why live under $100,000 house when you could live under $1 million bridge? Think about it. You know, yeah, my coach, my biology teacher, he's the one that told me that, and it makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Actually,
See.
I had this my astronomy teacher my junior year. Like one of the first days of school, he told us all, "You're not special. You're not important." He literally told us that, and like it's funny because up to that point, like everyone tells you, "Oh my God, you're so important. You're special." You're like your parents growing up. "Oh my God, you're special." He told us you're not special, and ever since that day, I've been depressed and.
Oh, that took a turn.
No, I'm just playing, but like it's funny because like he was talking about like space and stuff, obviously, astronomy, and like he was saying like, oh, which I love space and aliens and all that stuff, and maybe that should be like a episode topic for the future because I feel like I could like really get into that. But like he was pretty much saying like, we're not special. Like there's the universe is huge. There's other races, other people living out there. That's what he meant. And it's funny because that just stuck with me because it's true. We're not special. Like what makes what makes you better than that guy? What makes me better than that guy?
Yeah, no. 100% agree with everything you were saying. Nobody is special. In the grand scheme of everything, the impact one person makes is like the impact of a pebble in the ocean.
What if it's a big pebble?
Then it's not a pebble, it's a rock, you moron.
What if it's a bigger rock?
This is why I want to fight you, okay?
I would beat you up, bro.
No.
Okay, look. You're 6'4". You're 6'4", I'm 5'7", 5'8". I'd get underneath you and uppercut.
You think I'm gonna let you set up your step ladder?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
And if you did, I'd just kick the ladder from underneath you.
I'll just activate my quirk.
I feel like if you were to have a quirk, yours would be something like Invisible Girl or fucking Minetta. Like something really obscure and fucking weird.
No, see, if you had one, it'd be that tail from that one guy that has a tail. Fucking useless.
Bro, he be beating the shit out of people with that tail, bro.
He's average. If I had a quirk, I'd probably like have like an All Might. No, not All Might. Okay, honestly, I feel like I'd probably have like Eraser Head quirk. Like, think about it. He has tired eyes. I have always tired eyes.
You have I want to kill myself eyes.
Yeah, like we have the same eyes.
No.
Yes. See,
and realistically, if I had one, I think mine would be something like, to be honest, probably something like Kirishima's, the fucking hardening.
Yeah.
I think that's something I'd have.
I'd have something weird, I bet.
You'd have fucking Deku's mom where you can just float small objects towards you.
I forgot she even had that, honestly.
Yeah, no, because she went from like skinny young to like she shrunk like 2 feet and got like 30 pounds heavier.
Yeah, I don't like that. That's not good character development.
It is not indeed.
Oh, poor All Might.
We've gone all over the place.
We really have. Like,
we went from Andre Johnson versus Arian Foster to what was next? It was the defensive side of the ball.
Yeah, and
then we went to how our podcast isn't scripted and how nobody listens to it.
Listen to the podcast, share it, or else I'll raid your fridge. I will raid your fridge if you do not share this podcast. I've
seen this man eat an entire Thanksgiving turkey by himself.
Yep, and I'm not talking about the little small turkey. I'm talking about the big boy.
No,
turkey.
this isn't like a rotisserie. This isn't like a rotisserie chicken you get at the store. I'm talking about like this wasn't even like feathered or skinned or anything.
A live turkey.
Yeah.
We just sucked it.
Jesus Christ.
People are like, what the hell, man? This is why we don't listen to you.
You hear this, PETA? Come sponsor us.
Yeah, sponsor us, PETA. I doubt they wanna. They don't want to sponsor
not
people
after
that
we're
eat
talking
live
about-
turkeys.
Yeah, I don't think they'd be very happy with that. But sponsor us anyway.
Yeah, but I mean, regardless though, turkeys are overrated. I'm more of a kangaroo guy.
I'm a ham.
Oh,
Like, when it's Thanksgiving, I'll, of course, take some turkey. But I'm going to have more ham than turkey.
Doesn't turkey make you sleepy? Like, isn't that a thing?
No, well, see, I just get sleepy whenever I eat a good amount.
A food coma.
Like, I'll come home from work, right? And I'll
raid the fridge?
No. I'll eat like I'll eat like a sandwich, chips, and like a drink with it, right?
Uh-huh.
And that'll be enough to fill me, and I'll pass out.
Like a syrup sandwich.
I was thinking grim allowances.
I like it. Hey, damn it.
You're like, what the fuck are they talking about?
Actually, no. Because I feel like in every episode, like, we've mentioned, like, something hip-hop related at some point. And I was about to say, we haven't mentioned anything hip-hop related up until this point, but we had the little Logic thing earlier.
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I think it's because, like we were saying earlier, this is genuinely us talking, and most of the time when we talk, we do end up talking stuff about music.
Except for the times, like, where you sing Blueberry Faygo in my ear for like an hour.
See, this is what I'm going to start recording you without your knowledge because you're a liar.
I'm not a liar. Why would I lie? I have no reason to lie. I plead the fifth.
Because you don't want to seem horrible to people.
Well, okay. What's so bad about singing Blueberry Faygo? Like, how would that make me seem like a bad person? When you
sing the same line over and over, like, that's like if I was going to sing All Star and all I would say for like 15 minutes is, somebody once told me, wait a minute, and then go, somebody once told me, and then it do that for 15 minutes straight. No,
I would have no issues with that. I would have no issues with that. Legit, I am not lying. Like, I would have no issues with that because I like that part.
You're a psychopath then,
I'm not
because
a psychopath.
I don't know how anyone can tolerate that.
No.
It's one thing if you're singing the whole song, but the one line.
So it's like we're on the topic of psychopath. The other day, someone said I think schizophrenic. I think is that like the multiple personalities?
No.
Well, what was the word for multiple personalities?
Multiple personality disorder.
Oh, well, I guess like he worded it wrong or he said it wrong. But like he pretty much like he told me after you're schizophrenic. You have
schizophrenia,
multiple personalities. Like he said that, so I guess he got the definition wrong.
That's not what that is. Your friend needs to go back to bed.
Because I was like, what is that? And he was like, oh, that's when you have a bunch of personalities. I was like,
no. I'm not a doctor, but I'm pretty sure schizophrenia, and I might be confusing this with another one, but I think schizophrenia is like you're hearing voices, seeing people who aren't there.
That's scary.
It's like it's similar to hallucinations or something like. Again, I'm no doctor. I might be getting this wrong, but
that's scary. But see,
I don't know, man. How do I even know you're really here and I haven't just lost my mind?
Okay, but here's my question. Do you feel like I actually do have multiple personalities?
A little bit.
Why? How?
Because at points you'll go from I've heard you go serious for a couple seconds before, and then you just snap back immediately. Like, You'll go from, now you see here, you're a complete and utter piece of shit and I fucking hate you. And then, okay, yeah, let's go back and let's play some Call of Duty. And I'm like, huh? I don't think that's normal to just go from, I hope you die. Let's go get some ice cream, guys. No.
That's funny because that's so me, and I notice it too. But like, I don't know. I feel like that's just me. Like, I don't feel like it's different personalities. I don't know. Maybe it is. Because here's the thing. Like, to be a content creator, like on the YouTube or like on Twitch or even a podcast, I feel like you have to be at least a little bit of crazy, you know?
Well, no, I don't think for a podcast like this, because this is just us talking. I think if you're doing long stretches by yourself, a little bit.
Yeah, that's true. But like, I mean, like YouTube or like a Twitch streamer, I feel like you have to be at least a little bit crazy and somewhat delusional as well. Like if you're expecting success.
See, I don't know about that. I think for that, all you have to really be able to do is talk to a camera for a long time, like hours on end, if you're like talking about streaming. Because it's not like you're talking to yourself about nothing. Most of the time, if you're streaming or something, there are people leaving comments and talking to you.
Yeah, that's true. But I don't know, like I always felt that way. Like at least like you have to be somewhat delusional to like be a content creator. But you know, it's fine because eventually we will have success. Eventually Mr.Mediocre will have 1 million views on the YouTube. Actually, I'm
or at least that's what the voices tell us.
No, like I'm about to go platinum actually.
Oh, seriously?
I believe so. I think I'm like, hold on, let me check that exact number, but I am 102,000 views away from being platinum.
Huh.
What should I do? Birthday cake?
It's gotta be an ice cream cake.
But ice cream is overrated.
You're overrated.
Podcast over.
I'm sick of you.
I'm sick of you too. You know.
That's why I saw your dad kiss another man.
Okay, and it was your dad.
And we're stepbrothers now.
Yay! We have bunk beds. I call it.
You want to go do karate in the garage?
Yes.
Did we just become best friends?
Yup. I'm telling you, bro. Like people think we're
retarded.
I don't know. Like I don't know. I don't even know. I think we should end it. Like I don't even know. Like I'm tired of you.
I mean, do you want to end it?
Like I don't. No, I'm talking about like end it. Like, you know.
No, that's what I meant.
Oh, wait.
Because I'll end it if you end it.
Oh, how are we gonna do it? No, we can't do that. Jesus, you're a bad influence. You're not a good influencer.
I never said I was.
See, this is why our podcast flops.
No, it's because everyone who doesn't like, share, and comment is doing it because we're not white and they're being racist.
Whoa, did you just play the race card? Speaking of
if it'll work, I'll play it again.
Speaking of race card, today I revisited the story of Added On.
Oh.
Yeah. Great. Oh, and the reason why I revisited that, because apparently Drake's son, and I don't know if this is true, his middle name is Mabed.
I think that is true.
So it's Adonis Mabed Graham. So in God's plan, when he says, I only love my bed and my mama, I'm sorry, he's not saying my bed, he's saying his son.
That might actually be true.
Yeah, that's crazy. I hope it's true, because that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
I still don't like Drake, though. That's not true. I like Drake.
Drake's alright.
Drake, sponsor us.
Drake, bro, I love all your stuff, man.
Send me some OVO merch. Send me that OVO chain. And send me a car.
All right, bro. So what we got to do is we got to buy some fake OVO stuff and pretend like Drake sent us some stuff to get some clout.
Oh my god! They probably said that at Walmart for $40, like the little baby chain.
Oh, I saw that. Bro, did you see? He screenshotted the sale on like Walmart and was like tweeting at Walmart like, "Fuck y'all, yeah, that's bullshit."
Yeah, that's funny. Like, why would Walmart even do that, man? Like,
Walmart's gonna get some little white kids shot.
For real. Hey, did you hear the Future and Lil Uzi tracks?
No, I did not. I didn't even know that was a thing.
Yeah, they dropped 2 of them today for Uzi's birthday. I didn't hear them, but a lot of people were saying they're not that good.
Well, Lil Uzi Vert is on it, so
it must be trash.
Exactly. Now I'm
Future.
playing.
I hate Future.
Some Future's good.
Like, to me with Future, to me at least, he has no replay value. Like, you know, like, he drops a song, it's like the little wave for like a week or 2, and then like I never go revisit his songs again.
Oh, same. Like, his songs are songs like I have in a playlist where it's not meant to like be thought about at all. It's just music to kind of have in the background.
Yeah.
Like if you're on a long car trip with friends, it's music in that background.
Oh my god. You want to know how I became a Post Malone fan?
That was random, but okay.
No. Like, it has something to do with it. It's like a car ride. So, last summer, we went to Florida on vacation, and I was riding with my brother-in-law and sister. My sister put her music on. My brother-in-law was driving. I was in the back seat. My sister was in the passenger seat. My sister, she's like one of those types that if she's not driving, when she gets in a car, like on a long road trip, she falls asleep. So she put the music on. She put some Post Malone on, and she fell asleep. And my brother-in-law, he was zoned out driving, and I was in the back, and the same 8 Post Malone songs were playing for like at least 3 hours. So
they all just got stuck in your head?
They got stuck in my head, and, you know, I became a Post Malone fan. Oh, man. But how long have we been going? An hour? Over an hour or so. I mean, do you have
about an hour and 3 minutes.
Do you have anything else you want to add on?
Watch the fucking podcast on YouTube and listen.
Raid your fridge and I'll
eat a turkey whole.
I'll steal your cat.
But no, before we end it, we do gotta make sure we plug our stuff. You can follow me on my YouTubes at Views of Phoenix on YouTube. And then you can also follow my Twitter, which is the same, at Views of Phoenix. And Phoenix is Phoenix. Go ahead and plug your own stuff.
Follow me on Twitter, Mr.Mediocre_YT. Sticky, aka Vernon Hargraves. Mega fan. Mega stan.
Hashtag Roby Crew.
We don't like Roby. We don't fuck with Roby over here.
None of my homies like Vernon Hargraves.
Man. Anyway, my YouTube, we said it earlier, Mr. Mediocre on the YouTubes. Follow that, and yeah, be sure to subscribe to us, Broad Entertainment, on the YouTubes. Follow us on the Spotify, on the Apple Podcasts, and on the Twitters. And yeah.